Yo, it's the stock market recap. Now, is the market going to continue to move lower? Let's use our technical analysis to see if it can help us get some insight for what can happen next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to get all of the future content from the website. I got the new Stocks and Bars episode out now. Make sure you go check that out on all podcast platforms. And also, I don't have the merch on today, but get your merch. Support the kid, all right? Let's move into these charts because it's been an awesome week and we're about to see if we can figure out what's going to happen next week. So the S&P closed at 4,392.59. So we know the trend recently has been broken. But what we have in front of us right now looks like a continuation of that downtrend. We had the market move to test out 4,200 a few weeks ago, as a matter of fact. And right now the market hit that 20-day moving average that we discussed as being resistance. That resistance is looking to hold up. This right here is an interesting pattern because this could be a bearish continuation signal. So more on that later. But right now where we close, chances are we might retest that 4,200. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen next week, but there is a very good chance that 4,200 could get retested. If we bounce from there, that's going to be a good signal for the market to continue to hold up. But right now, things are not looking good currently because we did not hold where we needed to hold. I was anticipating for the S&P to at least continue to be somewhat range bound, but this is a straight up nope. We moved lower. We started at the highs and closed near the lows. And if you know from here, if you close near the lows, chances are continuation of moving lower are pretty good. So S&P, we might continue to move lower. Let's check out what happened on the Russell when we use ticker IWM. So IWM closed at 198.96. And we're taking a look at how last week broke down. This could be a major bear flag. So we're looking at this as a potential for a continuation to the downside, but we need this to break around that 195 or 190 area. In this area, if that does break, then chances are this is likely going to retrace. But we don't see that right now. You gotta trade what you see. This is a point that needs to get hammered home. A lot of times you may anticipate something to happen, and yeah, it may happen. However, you may also get caught holding the bag, and there's no need to do that until you get the actual signal. We are still holding steady around that 200 area, and that's what I anticipated for this week to happen. So good one, we got it. Now from here, let's take one more click in. All right, 20-day moving average did the same exact thing. Remember, it slapped it upside the head last week, and we did hold though, so that's a good signal. I think 200 will continue to hold out right now for the Russell. Now let's take a gander at what's popping over in Dow Jones land. If I can get my typing correct, is DJI. So the Dow closed at 34,451.23. And the Dow actually did what I thought it would do, which would be stay tight near that 20-day moving average. And it's still creeping lower, but it's staying up there and hugging it as much as it possibly can. That is an interesting signal because IWM is holding around 200. The S&P, however, is looking pretty breakdownable, but the Dow is holding pretty steady. I'm looking to see if next week this is going to actually try to get above that 20-day moving average, only because this indecisive action could be some accumulation. Now that's the Dow. Let's go ahead and kick this off at the Nasdaq. All right, the Nasdaq, where we close at? Nasdaq closed at 13,893.22. we have a full out breakdown in the Nasdaq as it stands right now, very similar to what the S&P is showing. We actually gap lower and we close near those lows, so chances are we may start to revisit that 1300 area. 20-day moving average on all four indexes held up for 2 weeks and is showing some signs of stay your behind down. That price is not getting past it. The Dow has the best chance currently, so let's recap. S&P looks like it may make that move to retest that 4200 level. IWM still hanging around 200. We got the Nasdaq, the Dow, which may finally get over that 20-day moving average. It's been hanging tight there, so it has the best chance because it's the closest to it. And then we have the Nasdaq, which is looking pretty bad too. Similar to the S&P, where it may break down. We could retest that 13,000 area. All four indexes right now are really not showing any convincing signs of a move to the upside. And all of them right now are showing some signals of moving lower, with the exception of the Dow because it's hanging close to the 20-day moving average. So we're looking to see next week if that can finally get over that hump. So that is it. Make sure you check me out on the podcast and make sure you get outside and enjoy yourself. If you're at where I'm at right now, getting outside is just to go and then come back inside because it's raining and we don't need none of that. But get the fresh air, get your exercise. Exercise is important. And drink your water. The most important thing that you're probably going to put in your body, drink your water. And one tip is drink it first thing in the morning. That's what I practice. That's what I teach my girls. And with that, let's enjoy this weekend, all right? And we'll check you later. Peace.